Hi, good day. This is Adetunji. Quickly want to record this video. Just like I promised the mail I sent out that there's another strategy that I just worked out that'll be very, very perfect if you're able to get it implemented. Now, I spent day and night trying to find things that will make us make a lot of money more from this football betting business. So now we said we are using this source for now, VIP accumulator bet. And we know that it's what we use almost through April, and we have known how they can be very, very useful to us. Now, the strategy I'm talking about, let's use the let's use the archive from this website to do the calculation. Now, let me just start from around December last year. So December 1st. I hope everyone can see this. Okay, fine. So December starts from here. You can see 01/1/2/2017. Now, the strategy I'm talking about here is, we all know that averagely the odd from this site is like 1.7 when we use it on BetNiger. The two games they give us, by the time we play it on BetNiger, the odd is always around 1.7 on an average. There are some other time that is more than that. We can have 1.9, sometimes have as much as 2. But I'm putting it on an average that, okay, let's just assume it's 1.7, or let's say 1.72 or so. Let's say 1.72 on an average. Now, I'm going to put out my calculator. Okay, let's continue without the calculator. I'm finding it difficult to start up my calculator. Now, 1.7 is the average odd. So the strategy I'm going to use, we are going to use what we call rollover strategy. So I want to do it in such a way that I want to roll over 3 times. And for me to roll over 3 times, that means my average of 1.7 that we say we get. So we want to get 1.7 times 1.72 times 1.72. So in 3 places, we want to roll over 3 times. 3 times rollover. You will understand it. If you don't understand it now, just keep calm. You understand? This should give us like 5.1 odd. 5.1 odd. That is what this should give us, 5.1 odd, if you are able to successfully roll over 3 times. Now, let's assume that you are using 10,000 naira per day. Yeah, it can be lower than this. I'm only using this as an example. Yours can be 5,000. Some other person's own, at least 5,000 share. So yours can be 5,000. Someone else can be 10,000. Some other person's own can be 20,000. Let's assume you are using 10,000 naira daily. I hope you understand. Fine. Normally, when you win, let's assume that, okay, we are now starting, and you win for the first day at that average odd of 1.72 per game per day. So normally your 10,000 will turn to like maybe 17,200. That is what it will turn to, as in when you had the profits, Abi. So the normal thing is for you to use 10,000 naira again the other day, and possibly if you win again the second day, you gain another 17,000. I mean, the total money there should be 17,200 naira the second day again, Abi. And your profit, let's say profit for, so for this day you stake, you win for day one, you win. Your profit there is 7,200 because you invested 10,000 to get 17. So I hope you understand, or you can understand. Now, if you win today again, your profit again is 7,200. We are working on the assumption that all the hold are like 1.72. You understand? So I don't want to complicate it. So if you come again and you win the third day, that will be 17,200 again. You put another 10,000. Abi, that is the normal method we always follow. I hope you understand. You're supposed to win 17,200 naira again here. Now, total profit for those 3 days now will now be, if you are able to win 3 consecutive days using 10,000 naira per day, that's supposed to be 21,600 naira. I hope you get that. Is the normal way, that is the traditional way, using a flat rate per day. Now we want to revolutionize this. We don't want to use this. I made a calculation and I see that it will make a whole lot of sense. So now what did I intend to do? Take for example, now still using this same calculator, we started with 10,000 naira. Abi, you put the 10,000 naira, it returns 7,200, right? Now by the time you are going to do for the second day, the whole money that you got the first day, which is 17,200, will now be the capital you want to use for the second day. Do you understand that? You used 10,000, the return was 17,200. Okay, now the second day, the whole 17,200, since you won the first day, the second day you now pick all the money. Your investment was 10,000, you got 17,200. You now put all that 17,200, the whole of that 17,200 is now what you use in staking for the second day. So it now is 17,200 that you are staking with. And if you win for that day, then your money should be around something over 30,000. I don't know the exact amount you should give us, but should be something over 30,000 naira. I hope you get something around 30,000 naira or so. Now, that's for the second day, right? Now, for the third day that you want to go again, you now stake the whole 31,000. It may be crazy, but it's very, 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 it's very achievable. I've done the back testing and the results were very amazing. Because of the source that you are using, the source is doing very fine. So the result is very amazing. Now you pick all the whole 31,000, you stake it for the third day, and if you win that third day, the money should give you nothing less than maybe 50, let's say like 55,000 naira. I hope you get it. So that means the total, though you started with 10,000 and you're able to return like 55,000, so that means at least we should be expecting a hold of like 5 odd. If you are able to do it that way 3 days consecutively, you turn over, you put 10,000 naira the first day, it returns 17,000 naira. You put 17,000 naira the second day, it returns 31,000 naira. You pick the 31,000 naira the third day, it returns at least 50,000 naira, which is 5 odds. So I've done the calculation. What you are expecting basic is 5 odd if you are able to turn over three times three consecutive times. Now let's do it together. Let's do the calculation together using these source that we are presently on. So for the month of December, I want to calculate the number of wins and the number of loss. Now when I say win, now it means at any point that we have a situation whereby we have 3 consecutive winning, that is what we are going to calculate as one win. I hope you understand. That is what our win is now. It has to be 3. One, you win. Second, you win. The third one, you win. So 3 consecutive wins are what you are looking for now to make a single win. You understand? Now note that each time you achieve this result, you move from 1, 2, 3, and it was successful. Then by the time you are going to start all over again, so the fourth game now will be started with 10,000 naira. You go back to your basic money that you use in playing. If yours is 5,000, go back to 5,000. If yours is 10,000, you go back 10,000. Take for example, if you stake for the first time, you put 10,000 naira there, you lose. Pia, that's a lose. You come back on the following day, you start again with your basic staking amount, which is your 10,000 naira. I hope you understand. You put your basic staking amount again. You put your 10,000. If you stake and you win, that it becomes 17,200. The following day, you stake the whole of 17,200. If you lose at that point, the next stake will be your basic stake. Anytime you lose, the next stake is always your basic staking amount. But if you don't lose, you're able to roll over 3 times. Then after the 3 times, then you go back to your staking amount, your normal staking amount. I hope the rule is clear. Anytime you lose, you go back to your basic staking amount, which can be your 10,000, your 5,000, or whatever amount. And anytime you don't lose, you keep win. By the time you win for the third time, you roll over for the third time, the next one should be your basic staking amount. You go back to the status quo. Okay, so now let's do the practical one for the month of December. This is very simple. You can always rewind this. You can always pause and rewind this video for you to get the point clearly. Now let's go to the practical aspect. Look at this. This is December 1st, started from here. I hope everyone can see this. Now this is the winning. You can see another winning, second winning, another winning. That's third winning. So that means we completed the cycle. So that means you have had 1. We count that one as 1. You say when we have 3 consecutive wins, that is 1. 1, 2, 3, that is 1. 1 2 3, that is 2 by on the 6th. So we achieve our second cycle. On the 6th we achieve our second cycle. We started 1 here, but this one cut it off. Bam. You understand? So that is a loss here. Another loss, another loss, another loss here. Now starting from here, 1 2 3, that means you are able to complete our 3 cycles successfully by the 13th. So that means we have 3 win. You understand? So 1 2 3 again, that is 4. You understand? We have had 4 winnings. So we are concentrating on the winning now. I will explain how to calculate it. So this is 4 winnings. These 4 cycles completed successfully. Then on the 17th, you are starting another one. Let's see. Okay. 1 2 3, making 5. 1 2 3, making what? Making 6. That's on the 22nd. We completed the 6th cycle. So starting from here, 1 2 3, making 7. 1 2 3, making 8. You can see we had 8. We had 8. You understand? Then 1 2, then it cut it off here. So it was cut off at the beginning of this, but don't worry, we are not going to calculate that. This is where we stop at, and we had 8 here. So let me go back to this table here. So that means we won 8 for that month. We are able to successfully have a 3 winning streaks on 8 different occasions. So we complete the 1 2 3 cycle in 8 different times in December. I hope this is clear enough. As in, you started it 1 2 3 without any intervention of a loss. You're able to complete that cycle 8 different times in the month of December. Now, how many times did we lose in the month of September? So this one, losing is very simple. That one, just count the number of loss that we have in that month of December. It's as simple as that. So we have no problem doing that. We can easily calculate that. So look at the month of December. It started from here. This one, this 2, that's on the 9. This 3 for the month of December. So I think we had just three laws in the month of December. So that's 3. So now how do we calculate here what our profit is? You understand now. We know we won 8, and we said each time we complete the cycle that we call a winning here, it must be 5 odds, at least 5 odds. So this 8 that we won here is equivalent to 40 odds. That's, you multiply 8 by 5, you multiply the 8 by 5, so equivalent to 40 odds. And we lost how many times? We lost just 3 times. So now we won 40 odds for this month. We won 40 odds for this month, and we want to minus the number of time we stake. Now don't get this thing complicated. I've done the maths and I know what I'm talking about here. So now the number of time we played is, we won 8 times. That's the number of time we initiated a stake using our own money. So 8 times here plus 3 times here, which is 11. Don't ask me why we are not putting 30. That it should be 30 in a month. Don't ask me that. I know what I'm talking about here. Our cycle that give about on 1 winning here, is 3 different times. I mean, you win the first one, second one, and third one. So that is what we calculate as 1 here. So the money we invested in any cycle is just a single money. The 10,000 naira we invested, or the 5,000 naira we invested for the first game. From the second game, it is what we have in the account. I mean, the total return we get that we now use again for the second game. If you put 10,000 and the total return was 17,000, it is the 17,000 naira that you are going to pick and use for the second game. If the second game wins, and maybe you have like 31,000, it is the 31,000 naira that you are going to pick and use for the third game. So you can see that it was just a single money from our pocket that we used for that 3 cycle. So that can explain the reason why what you are minusing here is not up to 30 or is not up to 31. So what you calculate is the number of win plus the number of loss. That is what gives us the total number of games we played in. I hope you understand. So when you minus 11 from 40, then that will give us 29. So that means we won 29 odds. We won 29 odds in the month of 29 odds were won in the month of December. And what does 29 odds implies? If you win 29 odds and you are staking 10,000 naira per day, so that means your profit for that month is 10,000 times 29, which is 290,000 naira. If your own stake for that month is 5,000 naira per game, if your daily stake amount is 5,000 naira, so your own is 5,000 times 29, which gives how much? That should be half of the other one there, so that should be 145,000 naira. So if this strategy were used in that month of December, so anybody staking 5,000 naira will have made 145,000 naira, and anybody staking 10,000 will have made 290,000 naira. This explanation, I've made it as simple as possible. But if there's anything you are not getting clearly, you can watch this video over and again. I'm very sure you understand it. It's very simple. Now, I'm going to do the second practical, which is for the month of January. So let's do for the month of January. Then, and sometimes the month, they overlay into each other. You can see the other time we are calculating for, what was it called? When we are calculating for this December, you can see for the December it's almost interlaid into the January, because the winning, I think the winning stopped somewhere around here. I think the last we calculated was for 29, you understand. So I didn't mean that this January had a win here. We could have just calculated from the 30th of, this is where our calculation stopped. Our 3 streaks winning stops. So this one is now a win, another win for 1st of January. Then I didn't mean this was happened to be a win. We'll have just carry over this into the month of January. But since that didn't happen, so let's just calculate for January right from the beginning. So from the beginning of January, there was a win, but it was immediately followed by a lose, 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 lose. So we can't calculate that. But at this point, we have win, win, win. That we calculate that one as 1. You understand? This is the first winning streak we had. 3 winning streaks. That's 1. We calculate it as our 1. Then we see the second 1, 2, 3. That's the second one. We calculate as 2. That's our second winning streak. Then there's a 1 win, but this one has neutralized it. So all the other ones, they were lose and lose and lose. You can't calculate this. There's no winning streak so far. You can see. I know some people will be scared that hope this thing will not cause trouble for us. No, it won't cause trouble for us. All the time I've made the calculation with this result, it has been better than staking on this game with a flat amount on daily basis like we used to do. All the calculation I've done, there's no one that this one did not surpass the return. This one has always surpassed the return of doing it one after the other, like that, daily stuff. So this is another 1, 2, 3, that making the second one, right? The 1, 2, I mean making the third one, then 1, 2, 3, making the fourth one. So that's the fourth winning so far for that month, and we're already on 28. No, sorry, okay, yeah, 28. So you're already on 28. That's the fourth one so far. So this was the loose. Then 1, you can see this now. Like I said, that there are some that interlay. So 1, 2, 3. So this now interlaid into 1st of February. So we can calculate it for January. I hope you understand. We can calculate it for January. So because January had 2 of it, and it was on February that had just one, that had the 1. So let's calculate it for January. So that means we had 5 winnings in January. So let me write it down. So for the month of January, winnings we have 5. Then let's calculate the number of matches that we lost in the month of January. So starting from here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are many, a lot of 8, 9, 10, 11. We've lost 11, 12. So we lost 12 matches in the month of January. We won 5 and lost 12. We won 5 and lost 12. So you know that each time we win, we say, each time we have a streak and we win, we say it's 5 odd, at least 5 odd. And since we have 5 winnings, so we are going to multiply that 5 by 5. 5 times 5. Don't ask me where we got the 5 we are multiplying from. I already said that we have an average of 1.7 per odd from our source. Then for us to now win 3 consecutive matches using the rolling over, that the odd that we achieve using the rolling over is 5 odds. So now that we have won 5 times, so that means that's 5 times 5. So that means our total odd that we profited in January is 25 odd, that we returned in January 25 odd. Then we want to minus the total stake for that month. So I said we are going to just add the winning plus lose together. So 5 plus 12, that gave us 17. So 5 plus 12 is 17. When you multiply it 17 from 25, that should give us 8. So that means the winning odd for the month of January is 8. So if you're using 10,000 naira for the month of January, it would have returned 80,000 naira in profits. And if you're using 5,000 naira for the month of January, it would have returned 40,000 naira in profits. I hope this is clear enough. Yeah, so that is the calculation. Now you can go and try it yourself using a flat amount. Using the flat amount, okay, you are taking 10,000 naira per day, and go and try it for that month of January. You will see that the return in that month of January will be very, very low. Maybe the profit will have been just 20,000. Why this one returned 80,000? Maybe the profit will have been just 20. So that's why I said I calculated this strategy, and I see that this strategy makes a whole lot of sense, because the source we use is a source that they often win, and they always give some winning streaks. So this is very, very perfect to use for them. Now let's quickly calculate for the month of February. I think we are going to see some amazing results for that month of February. The win, the loss. Remember that you have already taken February 1 with the winning of January. I hope you understand. Yes, February 1 was already added to the winning of to complete the winning of the January winning. Now, so this one is gone already. I hope you understand. So we are starting from the second. So 1, 2, 3. That's the first winning, ending on the 4th. 1, 2, 3. That's the second winning for the month of February. So this one does not have any importance, since a loss came after it, immediately after it. So we have 2 already. So we have 1, 2, 3. That's making 3. 1, 2, 3, making 4. 1, 2, 3, making 5. On the 18th, we already have 5 streaks. 1, 2, 3, making what? That's 6. So there was a loss in between. So we have 1, 2, 3. That makes it 7 by the 25th. Then 1, 2, 3. That makes it 8. And February ended on the 28th. So we had 8 winnings in the month of February. Then how many matches did we lose in the month of February? You can see 1, 2. We lost 2, just 2 in the month of February. So there was 8 winnings and 2 losses. 2 losses. So total matches for that month is 10. But since we won 8 matches, we are going to multiply by 5. Each winning is 5 odd. So that means the total winning odd for that month is 40. And when you minus the 10, which is the total matches you stake for that month, so we are left with 30 odds as winning. 30 odds winning. So if you were using, you can see some amazing result here. If you are using 10,000 naira per stake at this particular point in time, so that means that will be 30 times 10,000 naira. So your return will have been how much? 300,000 naira for that month. If you're using 5,000 naira, so your profit for that month would have been 150,000 naira. I hope you can see these amazing results. As in, these things are very, very amazing. I've been researching a lot about how to profit bastardly from football betting, and thank God we are already getting it. As in, it's actually making sense now, really making sense. If VIP accumulator can continue their great form, then I'm very sure that everyone that is a member of my odd2plus, as in, they will make good money. All of us will be rich, as in stinkingly rich from football betting. Now let's calculate for the month of March. Let's calculate for the month of March. You can do your own calculation as well. Just do your own calculation, then cross check with what I've calculated to be sure that you have actually mastered the strategy I'm talking about here. You understand? So do your own calculation as well. It's very simple to do. I've given the idea of what my what my um what my strategy is. Now this is March. There's on the 1st of March, we lose. This one was written over by this one also overwrites this. Now they are overwriting each other there. So I think the streak starts from here. 1 2 3, that's one. 1 2 3, that's two. Ending on the 15th. So 1 2 3, that's three. 1 2 3, that's four. Ending on the 21st. 1 2 3. So we add five already by 24th, right? We add five already. Now these ones are overwriting each other. So I think we're only able to bring out five. All these one overwriting one another. So we are only able to bring out five in the month of March, five winning streaks, which will give us 25 odds winning already. We should know that. Now calculating the lose, this 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 4 5 6 7 8 9. So you have nine. We lost nine times and we're able to win just 25 times. So that's 25 minus, we're able to win five times. That's 5 times 5, which is 25. So you are going to subtract 14. 5 plus 9 gives us 14. So you are subtracting 14, and that gives us 11 odds winning. 11 odds winning is what we got in the month of March. So if you're taking 10,000 naira per day, so your return for that month would have been 10,000 times 11, which is equals to 110,000 naira. And for someone taking 5k per day, so that would have been 55,000 naira. That would have been 55,000 naira. I hope you get this. So now let's do for the month of April, which was the last month. That was the last month. April. For the month of April, let's see the number of winners and how many matches were lost. Now look at something here from the month of March. Let's see if March brought forth a winning into no, because it actually lost on the last day. So we are going to start our calculation for April from here. So 1 2 3, we were able to pick one right from the beginning of April. So lost like that. So the next one is from here. 1 2 3, that's the second winning. 1 2 3, that's the third winning, ending on the 16th. So this has been overwritten by this. 1 2 3, that gave us the fourth winning. This one override this. So we have four winnings already in the month of April. 1 2 3, we had five. Then this overrides this. So we add five. This one, the one from here, only helped us with our April result, because it's only one winning from April here. So we can easily calculate this one as for the month of May. So this winning here added to May. So now we say we had five in the month of April. Five winners in the month of April. Then how many games were lost in the month of April? So let's calculate. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. So we lost 9 matches in the month of April. So the results will look like that of the month of March, I guess. Exactly like the month of March. So let me just copy and paste. Is exactly the result is exactly like the month of March. So if you're taking 10,000 naira for the month of April, you have made 110,000, and if you're taking 5,000 naira daily, you'll have made 55,000 naira. So that is it about the strategy I said I wanted to discuss with you. So it's about the winning streak, 3 winning streak, then winning over the money. So you're taking 10,000 naira. Let me quickly say it again. You are taking 10,000 naira per day, and the first day you stake, that's day one. Day one, after staking 10,000 naira at the average out of 1.7, it returned maybe 17,000 naira for you. Then day two, you are going to pack all the 17,000 naira you won for the day two, is what you are going to stake on the day two. And if you win, let's assume it returned like maybe 30,000 naira for you. Then you are packing all the 30,000 naira again, carry it into day three. Then when you now win, maybe now give you 50,000 naira. So the total winning odd, from 10,000 to 50,000, that means that after the 3 day, the winning odd for the streak, the winning odd for the 3 days streak, for the 3 days rollover streak, is 5 odds. So that is what we are capitalizing on. We want to roll over for 3 days, picking the money from the money and the profits, throwing it into the day two, then the profit and total money there, throwing it into day three. Then we roll over, and once after the day three, we start afresh again. If you have cycled out, then from the next one you start with your daily staking amount. Let me clarify that now. After the 3 days winning streak, you go back to your normal daily staking amount. After every loss, you go back to your daily staking amount. After each loss, you go back to your daily staking amount. That is simple enough. After 3 streaks of winning, you go back to your daily staking amount. Not that you will now win after the 3rd day, you now still pack the whole money again to enter the 4th day. Don't do that. The calculation is for 3 winning streaks. I hope you all understand. So thank you for watching the video, and I hope each and every one of us, we have the boldness to implement this, and I can assure you that once implemented, you are rest assured of making better money from it than using our normal flat rate staking strategy. Thank you once again.